My wretched fate beckons death, but I will overcome it to protect you.
My heart, I know you're...
My sword is yours. I will adhere to the teachings of chivalry and be victorious in your name. That is my pride as a knight.
This isn't what we have expected, but soon the stars up above us will align and guide our way. My heart, I know I can feel you. We are still connected forever. Feel you. Keep the flowers blooming in my heart, sow the seeds again, so that they will never die. Many beautiful flowers see you again. Don't wanna say goodbye. I'm sure that we will meet again and again. I was smiling, tears overflow. See you again. I'll give you one last hug. I can see you in my dreams, but I can't touch you. Even if I reach out, I just cannot touch you. Even when it rains, the heavenly bloom again. All the clouds are gonna clear just like a rainbow in the sky. I can only hear your voice. I can hear you calling out my name. I feel like you're somewhere out there. I'll keep you in my heart. Blooming all the seeds you left behind. Many beautiful flowers see you again. Don't wanna say goodbye. This is the part that breaks my heart, my soul. I was smiling, tears overflow. See you again. I'll send you one last song. Now and forever I will never be afraid. 'Cause now the sun is shining on the darkest days.
Thou shalt execute every order with dignity. In the event you need me, feel free to command me as you please. The future is in our hands. It is by living that we have the power to protect it. Yes, my previous lord taught me that. Thus, I devote my sword to the futures of you and your loved ones, my liege, so that victory will one day be yours.
After all,
I was updating our records. There's so much to learn from looking into the past.
born and raised to be tough, but now I'm
Forgive me for being forward, but overexerting yourself will prove harmful to your body. You should allow yourself to rest.
They label me as a misfortune.
For the protection of the good and the innocent. Come now, let us depart.
When all I did
My name? Yes, I was raised as a knight and graciously bestowed the name Luke.
cry, my lonely heart soon be
Thou shalt execute every order with dignity. In the event you need me, feel free to command me as you please.
keep the faith. Soon we will rise. We will rise.
I was born into a noble family. with a long history of knights. I'm a girl, but I was rigorously raised as if I were a boy. If my father wanted an heir, he could have adopted one. But he loved my late mother so deeply that he decided to raise me, his only child, with his own hands. I endured ruthless training to meet his expectations, and before long, I became a knight. Be proud till the end, and swear unending loyalty to your lord. That is the honor of a knight, my father preached, his lessons being engraved into my heart. My first lord was the master of a middle-ranking family of nobles. He was a greedy and arrogant man. But since I was appointed as his knight, I felt obligated to fulfill my duties. However, his people couldn't bear his tyrannical ways. They staged a revolt, and he perished in the chaos. It all happened while I was away from his side. For I was ordered to evacuate his daughter to safety. How pathetic of me. I failed to protect my lord. My next lord was the son in a high-ranking family of nobles. I devoted everything to him, vowing to not let the same tragedy happen twice. But I failed yet again. I let him die. My second lord had a target on his back. He was caught in the middle of a vicious dispute over inheritance. He was in the company of other knights, including myself. But assassins slipped into our ranks, and our entire convoy was massacred. I was the only one left. Knowing what must be done to protect my lord, I raised my weapon. I'll stop the enemy, even if it costs me my life. If I could just fulfill my purpose as a knight, then I will gladly leap into the arms of death, so long as my lord is safe. But in the end, I once again failed to protect. Instead, I was the one who was protected. In exchange for my life, he turned his own blade against himself and perished. Why? Why protect me? A knight's role is to protect their lord. But I've never once been able to accomplish that. The harsh truth is, everyone who gets close to me ends up dead. I served many lords since then, for I knew I had to keep pushing forward. I even deliberately took on as many dangerous missions as I could. However, death came knocking at the doors of every lord I served. Powerless to prevent their deaths, I eventually became known as the Harbinger of Death. I thought the name suited me. After all, I let each and every one of my lords die. My ambition was to be a proud knight. But continuing on this path would just lead to more people's suffering. If that is my fate, I will cast my knighthood away and live a life of solitude. The moment I made that decision, a young child paid me a visit. She said to me, "Would you do me the honor of serving as my knight?" I refused her, saying, "I am one who beckons death, and I will surely bring disaster your way." "You don't die because you are strong, and for that, I am alive." Hearing her words, I remembered who she was. It was her, the daughter of my first lord. I see. There actually was someone I was able to protect. I only ever counted the number of lives lost under my watch, never considering anything else. Even though there certainly were a number of lives I did save. If my sins are forgiven, I will take my oath as a knight once more. I will protect this child's future with my life. After spending the next several years together, a riot erupted in town. I escorted her to her carriage in an effort to help her escape. She climbed inside, and in that instant, the carriage burst into flames. I felt shards of wood and sparks graze my cheeks. Immediately, I thrusted my arms into the flames. I have to save her. I have to save the kind-hearted girl who believed in me. But the undying flames consumed everything, their heat preventing me from getting any closer to the wreckage. "Don't you dare take her! If I am to be cursed with this fate of death, then take me instead. I'll die as many times as it takes. So please, spare her!" The flames were hot enough to burn my arms off. But that was nothing compared to the ice freezing my heart. When the flames completely subsided, I held what was left of her in my arms. My eyes saw complete darkness. It felt as if a part of me disappeared. I later learned that the explosion was meant for me. Villains with a grudge against me tampered with the carriage. She was just dragged into this disaster. She died, all because of me. I kept on this path with nothing but my knight's pride in my heart. But instead of protecting lives, I just destroy them. Suddenly, a bright light pierced through the darkness. Someone reached their hand out to me. But I have no right to take it. Should the owner of this hand take mine, then they too will. As those dark thoughts clouded my mind, I felt a push forward from two small hands. Someone whispered softly, "Live. The futures of many are waiting for you. Don't forget that." Yes, that's right. This is her final command to me. So I must answer to it. For I am a knight. I can't die. Not yet. I must live on. For I now know there is something I must do. With this life that's bound to everyone, for the protection of their futures, I offer my sword. I swear this on my knights. On my pride.
Dark and spiritless dawn, we'll see the sunrise.
The future is in our hands. It is by living that we have the power to protect it. Yes, my previous lord taught me that. Thus, I devote my sword to the futures of you and your loved ones, my liege, so that victory will one day be yours.
This dark and